Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for August. One of your defaults is your love of freedom. And as this month begins, the sun is in the part of your horoscope that's to do with independence and adventure. It's also forging a great link with Uranus, the most random influence in the zodiac. And the suggestion is that there could be an offer to replace a friend who drops out of a holiday, and you may jump at the chance. And it really could be something that's like a breath of fresh air. But things don't necessarily just have to focus on holidays. It could be to do with higher education. It could be just to do something entirely different. And it will be something that you can really get a lot of satisfaction from. Yet there remains a clustering of energy in the part of your horoscope that's to do with your resources and your intimate relationships too. And intimacy and independent don't necessarily go together, do they? So interesting contrast. But one of these planets is Mars, and Mars is forging a fine link with Venus. And Venus and Mars can both have financial implications in this particular connection. And it's possible that you are going to do some things this month which could be quite imaginative, that can work out very well for you from a financial viewpoint, but there is also a bit of a challenge. Mercury, which has been twisting backwards since the end of June through to the middle of July, gets back to the point on the 4th where it first began that journey. So that can help, but Jupiter, the planet of fortune, but also the planet of growth, is, of course, your ruler, is opposite Pluto, the planet of power, for the first 3 weeks of this month. The suggestion here is that if you've got anything historical in your financial situation, which is not so good, store cards that are built up, that you're finding it hard to service, anything to do with credit cards in the same kind of way, or there is any kind of property issues, you may find under this particular influence that you have to finally confront them. See Jupiter as being the higher side of law, seeing Pluto as the lower side of lust, but it's also about power. So sometimes that power does fall into the hands of the law. So if there's anything that's slightly out of kilter or not quite working in a moral way in your situation, you may have to confront it this month. Equally, if you have a business idea or a money-making idea scheme, if it's going to run roughshod over the rules or over social norms or just other people's feelings, it may bring you some short-term gain. It is not going to bring you much popularity. But more positively, there is a fabulous new moon which occurs on the 6th. And this actually can be quite good for taking a punt because it forges a nice semi-sextile with your co-ruler, with your ruler Jupiter. And the suggestion is that by being confident, something could pay off very well. So you can see there are times this month when you have to be cautious and times when you can go for it. And only you are going to be able to work out when they are in terms of your own moves. It's all about listening to instinct, really, I feel. Now, on the 9th, Mercury moves into your sister fire sign of Leo. Great, because this can really see you speeding up in terms of your thinking, especially if you are wanting to be expansive. And if you've yet to go on holiday, this can also trigger some plans to make it happen. Or if you are looking to go to an educational institution in the autumn, this too can see you very busy finding out sources of information. Now, there is also going to be a move on the 12th, and this is lovely because Venus moves into your sector of friendship, suggesting that socially this can be really great. People can invite you to things. There could be a little bit of a fascination with someone in your circle. If you know someone already and you're having a relationship, focus on the friendship aspect of it. You might actually see that you have a really good thing going. However, unfortunately, there is a full moon on the 21st. This full moon suggests that when it comes to your communication and any desire you have to make some radical changes, moves, it may upset the status quo at some other levels. So just be conscious of that. If you are exchanging ideas, it is going to be very important to listen. I have to say that's not always a Sagittarian quality. You can be a very engaging company, brilliant to be with, but you do want to do the talking. So it's going to be important to let other people have their say too on the back of this full moon. Then the Sun moves, along with Mercury, to the top of your horoscope, your solar midheaven, on the 23rd and 24th. Now, ordinarily, this would connect you more with your ambitions, but they both go face to face with Neptune very quickly, and some kind of confusion at home. Information may not be very clear. Go careful if you're looking to buy a property or there's any money that's involved with family investment, because things can get bogged down. There needs to be a very clear terms of reference. But then when Mars moves on the 28th into Leo, I do feel that you're going to be back into the desire to explore, do something a bit more rugged and break away from life's constraints. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.